So there's less than 6 weeks to go till Christmas, and normally at this time of year all these shops will be open and we're bustling with people doing the Christmas shopping, everyone getting ready for Christmas. But we're not sure what Christmas is going to be like this year. We don't know whether these shops will ever get open and if we can get our Christmas shopping done. We're wondering how many people will be able to gather around our table on Christmas Day. Will we be able to meet in church physically to celebrate the birth of Jesus? But for all this change this Christmas might bring, this Christmas can still be amazing. Amazing for you and for your family and for those you know and love. And we thought as the countdown to Christmas is just around the corner, we might suggest 3 ways you can prepare spiritually for Christmas. And maybe the first thing to do is to draw close to God yourself. Maybe every day through Advent, prepare to spend just a little bit of time with Him, enjoying all that He's given us in the Lord Jesus Christ, so that you are spiritually nourished as Christmas approaches. There's lots of ways you can do that, but one way is to use this little resource that's been prepared especially for this year, the Christmas we didn't expect. Take a look now.
The allure of Christmas has a strange power over us. Even the secular world is enchanted by its magic. Why? Because what lies at the very heart of Christmas and whispers even to souls seeking to suppress the truth is the most stunning and significant fact in the history of the world, that God Himself became one of us. Which makes Christmas far more than magical. It's miraculous. Christ came to give us something better than the bells and whistles of a consumer Christmas. He came to bring us to God. These Advent devotional readings are designed to help you marvel at the surprising glory of Jesus' incarnation. From His mind-numbing pre-existence to His lowly birth, obscure upbringing, and His presence with us now by His Spirit as we celebrate today. Like holding up a diamond, we'll admire and worship Jesus for who He is, fully God and fully man, in one spectacular person. Most of us feel fragile, exhausted, and burdened this time of year. We are not unlike those who waited for the promise of that first Advent. And that's where I want to take you in the Christmas we didn't expect. I've written 24 daily readings from December 1st to 24th on the wonder of Christ's incarnation in hopes of lifting our weak and weary souls to the one who came to save. Advent is for adoring Jesus. Would you join me this year?
The second thing you can do, if you've got children in your family, or grandchildren, or godchildren, or nieces and nephews, is spend a little time showing them the real meaning of Christmas. Maybe around the dinner table every day through Advent, or maybe online you can just meet up with them. A great way to do that is using a better than anything Christmas. Have a look at that.
I know from the experience of having my own children and now my grandchildren that every Christian parent wants their child to see and understand the real meaning of Christmas. We all enjoy giving and receiving presents and many of the other things we do to celebrate this time of year. But there's always some concern that these things could overshadow the wonder and beauty of the Christmas story. Christmas is a great opportunity to show our children that Jesus gives us something better than anything the world can offer.
So if we're being nourished and our families are focused on Jesus, the third thing to think about is how we can offer hope to others this Christmas time. And boy, are people looking for hope. Didn't you feel that earlier on this week when the latest update about the vaccine came out? People are longing for hope, and we have a hope that's much more certain than any vaccine. So this Christmas we're organising a whole number of events. We think we've got something designed for just about everyone. We're going to be explaining those over the next few weeks. They may be able to happen in person, they certainly will happen online, and we can invite our friends, our family along and offer them a message of hope. And of course the benefit of being online is they don't need to live in Truro or Cornwall even. We can invite friends and family to join us from across the country, even across the world. But when we invite people along at Christmas, it involves what Rico Tice, the Christianity Explored guy, calls the pain barrier. It involves stepping over a pain barrier to invite someone along at Christmas. Let's let Rico explain.
Look, making the most of Christmas is the same as making the most of any opportunity. You need courage. The Acts of the Apostles say, pray for boldness. Paul says in Colossians, pray I'll be bold. Look, we don't take any opportunity unless we realise there's a bit of a pain line. But the thing about Christmas is, it is still culturally acceptable to say to people, do you celebrate Christmas? Do you want to come and sing some carols? So you will need courage, and you need to pray, and you need to plan in terms of asking friends. So that's the first thing you've got to do. But this is the easiest ask of the year. There's no easier time to ask people. But that's not saying you might not get rejected. They might object, but actually you might uncover a lot of spiritual hunger. And it's the easiest time in the year for them to say, okay, I'll come along to something.
So we need to be prayerful, don't we? We need to be prayerful that we would cross the pain barrier. We need to be prayerful for the people we might want to invite. And then over the next few weeks, as we hear about the events, we can send out our invitations and invite people to join us. There's no reason for this Christmas to be a washout for us spiritually. If we prepare now, it can be a time of nourishment for us, a time of nourishment for our family, and a wonderful opportunity for us to share a message of hope.